Welcome to Victory Rogue. Each week I will draft a temporary team of Pokemon to try to climb the Pokemon Champion singles ladder. How far will I get? Tune in every Monday to find out. Sup Nerds, $3.99 here, and I know the team looks terrible. We have 3 ghost types, none of them can Mega. And if it's any consolation, we're back at Pokeball League, so I'm hoping this team can at least inch itself out of there. Welcome to Season 4. This is our first ever team. Let's start with the bench warmer because I keep forgetting to talk about these guys. I recruited a Poltergeist first and foremost. It's got max special attack, max speed with decreased defense, increased speed. This is actually a lot like what I normally run for my Poltergeist. There's just a few things different about it. Shadow Ball, Sucker Punch is the right move. So is Shell Smash. The held item I would usually give it is Focus Sash, but as you can see, we're using that on Aromatisse. And instead of Will-O-Wisp, I would actually run Giga Drain. And the idea is this is your starter. You Shell Smash. Thanks to the Focus Sash, unless the opponent like burns you or poisons you or like puts you to sleep or puts a paralysis on you, you're essentially going to get Shell Smash off, double your speed, and with the increased speed stat, you're gonna outspeed everything. And then you just try to sweep with Shadow Ball and or Giga Drain if, you end up fighting a normal type. Weak Armor is the amazing ability that comes with it. If you are hit by a physical move, then your defense will go down by 1 stage and your speed will increase by 2 stages. So there is a world where the physical Pokemon that you're up against is faster than you. You get hit, you live at 1 health thanks to the Focus Sash. Weak Armor triggers, your defense goes down. You're already at negative defense, so it's not like it's gonna matter. You were gonna die anyways. And then your speed would go up by 2 stages. Shell Smash would activate because you're going second. Your speed gets buffed even more so. And then your special attack and physical attack gets even more buffed. That's why we want to leave normal attack alone, because Sucker Punch is a normal type move. And then Shadow Ball and Giga Drain just sweeps through entire team, unless they have something that's like normal fire or something that resists both of your attacks. But yeah, you definitely don't want to go negative special defense. As stupid as it is, Poltergeist does have pretty decent special defense, so there is a world where the opponent goes first. Let's say they're like Choice Scarfed or whatever. They hit you with something. Let's say it's a Starmie, right? A non-Mega Starmie. The Starmie goes first. It hits you with like a Psychic. You go down to half health. You Shell Smash. Now you're faster than the Starmie, and you Giga Drain them. That OTKs the Starmie, but then you get back to full health, and then whatever they send out, your Focus Sash is still intact for you to live. It's a very fun set. I really wanted to use this. Unfortunately, we lucked out into something else that is a little bit stronger. And I guess we're just going to jump right to it. Aromatisse is a pure fairy type. It has modest nature, increased special attack, increased speed in terms of EV investment. The increased speed EV makes absolutely no sense because it's still at less than 100 speed. I would much rather have had that in HP, but here we are. Moonblast, Thunder, Trick Room, that's the important part, and Nasty Plot are the abilities, or are the moves. The ability is Healer. We're not doing doubles, so it's pointless. If you want to know what it does, there is like a % chance. I want to say it's like a 1 in 3 chance of your partner Pokemon being healed by a static condition at the end of every turn. So really good for doubles, completely worthless here in singles. Moonblast and Thunder are going to be our 2 attacking moves. Trick Room is what I wanted this for, and why we have the Focus Sash. As you can see, 92 defense and 109 special defense isn't really that high. 178 health is great, which is why I would love the EVs and speed to be in health instead, and get it to like close to 200. Make up for the lackluster defense and special defense. But either way, Trick Room is here because we have a Poundstone. Max health, max attack, adamant nature. It's got Last Respects. If you've seen any of the previous videos, you know how incredibly broken Last Respects is. We have a speed of 88, which means under Trick Room, we're going to be outspeeding almost everything. and with the life orb to back it up to increase its damage by 25%. I'm hoping we can sweep just like the Bastille Legions have been sweeping us. Zen Headbutt and Ice Fang are there in case, you know, we see that the opponent has a normal type and we want to use, I guess, Zen Headbutt just in case they did pick a normal type as their last Pokemon. We've seen like Kangaskhan's, we've seen our fair shares of Lopunny, like a Snorlax or two, so they do exist. And then Disable is completely worthless. Fluffy is the ability. It means we take less damage against physical attacks, but we do take increased damage from fire types. So not only are we weak to fighting, but we're now also weak to fire, which is a pretty decent drawback. It means that we resist fighting just a little bit more. It's got 179 health, 120 defense, and 119 special defense. I'm hoping even if we can't one-shot them or Trick Room disappears on the last Pokemon that they send out, we can tank whatever they throw at us and then hit back with last respects to OTK. Moving up now, we've got Quackleval, fighting water type. It's got max attack, max speed in terms of EV, and then it's got Jolly Nature. So it's as fast as it can be. It's wearing the muscle band. Honestly, the muscle band and the expert belt on the Decidueye, I was hemming and hawing about on who gets what, but because Quackleval has essentially 2 type attacks, I've decided to give him the muscle band instead. Nothing is weak to Mega Kick, and it's got 2 fighting types. So the expert belt is better with Decidueye. But yeah, Mega Kick, Aqua Step, Low Kick, and Close Combat. Aqua Step is the fire version of Flame Wheel or Trailblaze. We use it, it deals damage, and then our speed increases by 1 stage. It would have been better if this nature was adamant and not jolly, just because we have a way to increase our speed, but we get what we get. Low Kick, I believe, deals damage to our opponent based on their weight. And then Close Combat is a really powerful, it's like a 120 base fighting type move, but it does decrease our defense and special defense by 1 stage every single time we use it. So if we're using it, we better make sure we knock out our opponent. Mimikyu is here. They're using the wide lens. Play Rough is at 90% accuracy. This is our fairy type stab move. Our wide lens should increase it by 10%, so it's 99% accuracy. There's still a chance that we could miss, but it's highly unlikely. Will-O-Wisp is like, I want to say it's 90% as well. It's like 80 to 90% accuracy. And with the wide lens, it will boost it up by just a little bit more. Hopefully we don't miss. Phantom Force is a 2-turn move. We disappear on the first turn, we smack them on the second turn. It's going to be our highest damage dealing ghost type move. Shadow Sneak is there for Ghost Stab as well, in order to secure the kills. Disguise is the only ability that Mimikyu can learn. Essentially, we get a free substitute. So the first attack we take 0 damage, although we do lose like 1/8 of our health or something like that. And then the disguise disappears. It is negative defense, increased attack in terms of nature, and then max attack, max speed in terms of EV investments. So we're hitting just as hard as we can, possibly. Decidueye, second to last Pokemon, and our 3rd ghost type. Grass Ghost, max attack, max speed in terms of EV, and then negative special defense, increased speed in terms of nature. It's as fast as it can be at 134, which honestly really isn't all that fast. Spirit Shackle and Shadow Sneak are our ghost type stabs. Spirit Shackle will lock the opponent in, so that means if they were crazy and they left their water type in for some crazy reason, and we Spirit Shackle them, they can't switch out. Shadow Sneak, again, it has priority. We can use it to secure kills. And the reason why it's holding the expert belt is because Dual Wing Beat is a flying type move and Seed Bomb is a grass type move. So we have 3 different typings to choose from in order to deal as much damage as we can to the opponent. Last but not least is Sylveon. Max special attack, max speed. It's got timid nature. Moonblast, or well, I should say it's carrying the Choice Scarf, which means it's got 1.5 times more speed than usual. So half of 12.3 is 6.2 if it rounds up, 6.1 if it doesn't. That means you're looking at 184 or 185 movement speed, which means we should be able to outspeed most things. Moonblast is going to be our best stab attack because we are pure fairy. Alluring Voice is there. If we send out Sylveon and the opponent is behind a substitute, then we will lock ourselves into Alluring Voice instead. Sound-based moves do bypass substitute, so that's nice. Misty Terrain is there. I doubt we'll ever use it because we don't want to lock ourselves into a non-damaging move. And then Mystical Fire, depending on what our opponent's last few Pokemons are, we might lock ourselves into this one. Not only is it a fire-type move, but it also guarantees -1 special attack to our opponent. So let's say our opponent's last Pokemons are like a Blossom and a... what else is fire good at? Blossom and Magnezone. We know that they are both weak to fire and they are both special attackers. We can easily lock ourselves into Mystical Fire and just take out the opponent. We can hope so anyways. Q-Charm is there. I don't exactly know what it does, but I'm pretty sure it's a defensive ability and it will never actually proc. Probably. I will be very surprised if it does. But yeah, that's our team. Again, no Megas, 3 Ghost types. But we are in Pokeball tier. I am recording this on the first day of the Pokemon Go festival event thing. So I'm hoping everybody right now is catching Pokemon and not actually going up the ladder. One can hope so. We got some VP thanks to our final rankings. Again, we are in Pokeball tier rank 4. So hopefully all we got are plebeians. One can only hope. An opponent has been found. Echo Sierra 19. Good luck, have fun. What do they have here? 2 water types, 2 steel types. I mean, I don't see a normal type, so we're definitely going Houndstone Aromatisse. I don't see them putting up Stealth Rocks. Maybe Aggron can? But nobody else should? If it is an Aggron lead, I would need it to die first and foremost. So Quaquaval seems like a good start. Then Aromatisse Houndstone. We can hope that it doesn't have Sturdy and just close combat it to death. If it does end up being the Skeledirge lead to try to set up its Torch Song, then we have a water type to negate it. Good luck, have fun again, Sierra Echo 19. It is an Aggron lead. We need to kill it before it gets out the Stealth Rocks. Unfortunately, I think it will because it comes with Sturdy. I think we low kick here because A, it's quad weak to it, and B, we don't want to reduce our defense and special defense just yet. They're thinking about it. They probably have Sturdy. They're wondering whether or not it's a good idea to use it up now. Or we're having communication issues again. Okay, it's Mega Aggron. I believe it becomes pure Steel type, and it gets the filter ability, so it doesn't take super effective damage anymore or something like that. It's going for Protect. Okay, so it's checking us out. It's seeing what we do. Here is the low kick that we were going to try. So they know we have a fighting type move. They're no longer quad resistant to it, but I still don't want to reduce our defense and special defense. 51% is respectable. Iron defense. Okay. I see what you're trying to do here. That's cheeky. That's cheeky. We're going to go for close combat. They are at half health. Even though they have +2 defense, they should still kill, I'm hoping. 31%. That's crazy. Filter doing its damage. Okay, sure. Here comes the body press. We're probably going to die. It's very bulky. Okay, good news is it didn't set up Stealth Rocks, which means we're going to send out Aromatisse here. We're going to get Trick Room up. It's going to probably do a Steel type attack to try to kill us. We'll hang in there with Focus Sash. And then we do like a Thunder. Do we try for the Thunder? I'm not entirely sure if we go for the Thunder. We're probably not gonna do that much damage if we go for the Moonblast, but at least it's guaranteed. So there is that. I know Mega Aggron is very slow. It could absolutely outspeed our dog, Houndstone. That's the name for it. If it outspeeds our Aromatisse under Trick Room, okay, it's going for Protect. I don't know if it's faster than it, than it. Words are sometimes hard to do, but it is stalling us out, which I am very upset about. We do know that Houndstone is pretty bulky, so it's not that terrible. We could also switch in if we think they're going to keep stalling it out. I can see a world... Okay, they're going to withdraw. I was going to say, I can see a world where they knock us out and then they protect the next turn. Here comes Skeledirge. There goes the Moonblast. It's going to be resisted still. 72% health. I don't think we go Houndstone. I think we risk it and go for another Moonblast here. I'm hoping that they do kill us and we still get like a turn or two with Trick Room. There's the Quick Law activation. We don't know if they normally outspeed us. There's the Will-O-Wisp and it misses? Are you kidding me? This guy is successfully stalling out our Trick Room and it's horrific. I am very upset right now. I didn't think something like this would happen in Pokeball tier, but yet here we are. 16% health. You gotta kill us, right? There's no way that you're... Okay, there goes the Torch Song. It knows this is the last turn of Trick Room. So, it gets the special attack rise. That's unfortunate for us. We're down to one Pokemon left. We have to go for the last respects here. Like, there's no turning back. They're gonna be attacking us first, which sucks. We're gonna be taking damage from this. We're gonna be taking even more damage from the Aggron because it probably... Oh, we outspeed it? Really? Okay. Sure. I'm very surprised by that. Here comes the Gyarados. We know that it probably outspeeds us. It's intimidating, so there goes our bit of damaging boost. We're gonna go for the last respects again. We're not gonna attack it with anything better. Their best play maybe would be to swap out for Aggron and then get Gyarados out one more time for -2 attack. That is theoretically a play that they could do. They're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it. I guess they're trying to calculate what's the over-under on a waterfall taking us out. Or like, do they want to take the chance of making us flinch maybe? Waterfall does have a 10% chance to flinch. We are unlucky. They're going for the Dragon Dance. They think they can live this because of the -1 attack. Let's see if they're right. 18%. Okay, okay. We might be dead here. I was not expecting them to live that. But then again, we did get -1 in damage. Unfortunately, we are pretty bulky. Here goes the last respects, even with the +1. They're gone. We lose a bit more health, which sucks. Aggron's gonna come out. They can't use Body Press because we're Ghost. And they're also very dead at 31%. So I'm curious to see what they go for here. Or maybe we outspeed and they just die. You know, this is also a thing. 6%! That's insane! That's how bulky Aggron is. They're going for the Heavy Slam. Do we die? We're at 6... 6% HP versus 6 HP. That's insane. They're going for the Protect. I don't know why you would do this. We have like 6 more PP on last respects, I want to say. You weren't gonna stall us out. Do they have like Excel Rock maybe? Nope. Okay, sure. I don't know. They were part rock before they mega'd, so there was a world where that was a thing. We died to the life orb, but I'm pretty sure recoil thing still activates, or the recoil. Yeah, we defeated Echo Sierra 19. The recoil, like, ruling, I want to say. Is that the right word? The technicality? Performance bonus. I'm glad we have it again. It will help us climb out of Pokeball tier. But yeah, in case this is your first time seeing this ruling take into effect, essentially, it's the attacking Pokemon that wins in case both Pokemon are knocked out. Unless, of course, the Pokemon uses self-destruct or explosion. I'm pretty sure the game gives you 0 health before the damage the opponent takes. So that's a Ditto. I'm locking onto the GG's to the old guy, the previous guy. Good luck, have fun to this dude. It's a Ditto. Why do they have a Ditto? That's so strange. I mean, it's probably Choice Scarf, so whatever it copies, it'll outspeed. Which makes me want to think we go for the Trick Room again. Oh, we do not start with Aromatisse. We pick something else. Yeah. If it is choiced, then I would want it to copy Mimikyu. And then we go Aromatisse Houndstone. Because if they use the Ditto and it is Choice Scarf, then because of Trick Room, it will outspeed our Houndstone and we win the speed game. If not, then they win the speed game and we just cry. So this is where it all comes down to. It's a Whimsicott lead, sure. Here's our Mimikyu. Nice to meet you. They're probably gonna go like Tailwind or something. I want to say Phantom Force. Max them in the butt. They're going for the taunt. Okay, that's fine. We weren't gonna try anything. We disappear for a turn. Phantom Force is like Dig or Fly or Dive, but better because it has higher base power. It goes for the Tailwind. We knew this was coming. This is why most people play Whimsicott. It has Prankster, so non-damaging moves are +1. Do we go for the Phantom Force again? I think we try to take it out with with Play Rough. Memento. Okay, sure. It decreases our defense and special defense. Or no, our special attack and physical attack. But then they have to switch out here. So our taunt is gone. I wonder what they're going to put in. We have to switch out unless we just let the Mimikyu die. And I'm not upset about that. We can... it's a Blaziken. Okay. I think we can take this out, especially if we do some damage to it. Let's start with a... It's probably gonna, like, protect or something. So why don't we start with a Phantom Force? It is Mega Blaziken. It is... Okay, they're gonna try to be speedy. That's cute. That's cute. Sure, buddy. Sure. It's going for the flip. It really wants that speed? Really? Come on now, dude. It's not that... Oh, man. I would want to increase its attack, not speed. Alright, well, we're gonna disappear. Peace out. That's another turn of Tailwind gone. They are increasing in speed, but we honestly don't care. Because once Trick Room is up, and as long as they take some sort of damage, then I'm pretty sure Houndstone can knock them out. 75%. That's okay. That's okay. Tailwind petered out. So they're no longer fast, but they are gaining the speed. Again, we don't care. It could try to kill us. Again, we're going to go for Phantom Force here. There's the Earthquake. We're down to 3 health. Phantom Force. I don't know why we're doing this. It's not like we need to stall anymore. The Tailwind is gone. But this is our strongest attack. Flame Charge, they're just wasting PP here. They don't care about Flame Charge actually hitting or not. They're at 50%, which is great for us. Keep boosting your speed, buddy. We don't care. We do not care. We are going to Shadow Sneak for that last bit of damage. They probably think they have this in the bag because nothing can outspeed this Blaziken right now. Unfortunately for them, I haven't seen any way for them to burn us. So that means our Aromatisse should be able to get, or not burn, to like freeze or paralyze or flinch us. So I'm pretty sure we're free to Trick Room here. The Whimsicott is also gone, which means it can't even taunt us. Look, we even survived. That's crazy. Here comes the Trick Room. The dimensions are all twisty-turny. That's great. We're gonna hit him with a Moonblast here. I wonder if they have Protect, if they have a way to stop this. Oh, hey, look, they're just dead. That's actually funny. I'm very amused by that. Garchomp is their last Pokemon. Okay, so they're not using the Ditto. I don't know why they're going Garchomp, though. We can just Moonblast and murder them. Maybe their Whimsicott doesn't have any attacking? Any attacking moves? That could be a thing? Garchomp goes for the Earthquake. Aromatisse finally falls. I honestly thought that they would go for Ditto as their last Pokemon, just because they would want to outspeed whatever kills their Blaziken. But I was wrong. I was wrong. Here comes the last respects. We could have locked ourselves into Ice... Well, okay, not lock ourselves. We're not choiced or anything. But we do have Ice Fang. That could have OTK'd the Garchomp, guaranteed. And then it would have been also good against the incoming Whimsicott. Did we kill? No! It killed itself. Memento. I totally forgot. I thought it switched out. I honestly thought the Whimsicott switched out. Alright, we climbed, which is great. And we're on a 2-win streak. If we can win the next one, I believe we'll be in a very good position for rank 2. Or climbing into rank 1. So far, so good. We haven't needed to Mega yet. GG's to our last guy. Good luck, have fun. SA and AH. I think that's what the... Yeah, SA and AHI. Is it like a brother and sister? Are they like 2 5-year-olds? So if you add their age together, it's like 10 years old. So they are able to play Pokemon. But Sa and Shi. Good luck, have fun to you. They have 2 water types. So like Decidueye isn't bad. The Hydreigon could be an issue if we try to do last respects. So maybe we do Mimikyu? Maybe we do Aromatisse, Houndstone, Mimikyu? Houndstone's not gonna do that much damage because... Well, no. Wait, because Aromatisse is also Fairy. So yeah, what if we go Decidueye, Houndstone, Aromatisse? Maybe? Because, yeah, we're not locked into last respects. We can use other moves. So we do have Ice Fang, technically, for the Hydreigon. Sneasler is their starting. That's good for us, because we are Ghost. They are Poison, though. We could go for the dual Wing Beat here, see if they stick around. They're going for the Dire Claw. Does it poison us? It doesn't poison. Dual Wing Beat does a butt ton of damage. Do they have priority is the next question. Because I'm hoping that Shadow Sneak kills here. And it does! Well, it hits first anyway. It does kill. Okay. I thought there was a world where they survived that. It would have been terrible if we hyped ourselves up. Just to fail. Delphox comes in. I don't know if we outspeed it. I think we go for the Spirit Shackle and we tempt Fate. This could be their Mega. I don't know if it gains speed with the Mega Stone. Either way, Decidueye dying increases our Houndstone's damage, so there is that. It's not really a bad thing. Plus, it's Psychic type, which means Last Respects will just murder it. We're gonna find out. In hindsight, Yeah, it does go first, but in hindsight, we should have guaranteed the damage from the Shadow Sneak anyways. Any damage is better than no damage. Aromatisse comes out. Here we go with the Trick Room. I don't think it can learn Haunt or anything. They're just gonna try to kill us. That's fine, that's cool, that's Gucci. 58 health. That's good to know. Aromatisse is pretty bulky. There is a world. I'm gonna go for Thunder here. Yeah, okay. Again, there is a world where we just go for the guaranteed damage with the Moonblast and the Shadow Sneak. That world does not exist right now. Or at least if you're watching this video, you're not in that world. But, what was I saying? Aromatisse is pretty bulky. There is a world where we take off its Focus Sash. We give it to the Shell Smashing Poltegeist. And then we give Aromatisse like Citrus Berry instead. And then we swap out the Sylveon. There is a world where that's a thing. I've never like swapped out my team mid-battle before, but considering how much damage Aromatisse has taken and lived, I kind of want to do it. GG, Sa and Shi. And I think I'm actually gonna do it. Our Aromatisse is pretty bulky. I want to try it at least once. Welcome to Pokeball Tier Rank 2. Welcome. Okay, I didn't actually think we would go to Pokeball Tier Rank 1 right away. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts. But yeah, I think I want to try that. I want to try that. If we go into the box, we check out the box. We go into Sylveon, empty this slot. We'll put in Poltegeist. Aromatisse, you can have like a Citrus Berry, I think. That might be the best item for you. Or we could give you like Anti-Poison Berry. I could buy that. Make sure you live something that you're weak to. But either way, we are now giving you, I think it's under defense. Yep, Focus Sash. But yeah. First time for everything. First time for everything. Let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, if this doesn't work, then we can always go back. But the fact that Aromatisse can tank hits makes me want to try the Poltegeist out. Good luck, have fun. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I mean, we just go Poltegeist, right? This is our team. We're never not gonna use this team, right? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's in, so we might as well check it out, see if it actually happens. If this does work, then yeah. We're running 4 ghosts. We're running 4 ghosts, we're running 2 fairies, and everything is being held on by Bubblegum in a Dream. Our opponent is still deciding. They've got a minute to do so. They're probably looking at our team, chuckling like crazy and thinking Umbreon and Greninja can solo. Umbreon could possess an issue for us if it's like Toxic Stall. They're Garchomp lead. Okay. This could be like the greatest thing ever. Because Garchomp is physical. They could proc our shell thingy. Stealth Rock lead. Okay, sure. Our Focus Sash is already out, so it didn't really matter. Here comes the Shell Smash. Also, our Focus Sash is still active. Here we go with the Shadow Ball. There's no reason to do anything else. We don't need the quick attack from the Shadow Punch. They live at 1%? That wasn't even focus? That's crazy. Our speed fell. Weak Armor was the ability that I was thinking of. Well, our speed went up even further, so that's cool. Yeah, I didn't notice that the game said it hung on with Focus Sash, so it just naturally lived at 1% health. That's kind of nuts. So we should be able to outspeed everything that they have, even if it's something like a Choice Scarf Greninja. Unfortunately, we don't have the Giga Drain for the Choice Scarf Greninja, so we're gonna have issues with it. I think we still go for... Ooh, it's an Umbreon. Yeah, I think we still go for the Shadow Ball here, because we don't have much in terms of physical attack. It only took less than 25% health. That's crazy. There goes the foul play. We know we're dead. I don't think that crit mattered. Our defense was down by 1 anyways, and we had paper thin defenses. Leftovers? Okay, so it's probably a stall set. It's probably like Toxic, Protect, Wish, Foul Play, BS. I think we proc the Trick Room. Yeah, it is Protect. Okay, sure. Umbreon protected itself, which is good for us because we weren't doing any damage. It's probably going to protect every other turn. So we do have Nasty Plot in order to increase our damage. Here comes the Moon Blast. It can't protect out of this one. It's probably gonna not kill us the next turn. So we're going to need... Is it Toxic? Yeah, it's Toxic Stall. Of course it's Toxic Stall. What other Umbreon sets are there? Okay, so it's probably going to protect next turn. Or like Wish and then protect. If it does do Wish, then we can... Nasty Plot twice. Does it go for the Wish? Or does it go for the straight up Protect? It went for the Protect. Okay, so we knew this would happen. We're getting the Nasty Plot out. The only thing it can do now would be to go for Protect twice. And maybe proc the 25% or like 50%, something like that. We know they're definitely going to die here because we have +2 in special attack. Yeah, their only choice would be to double protect, maybe? Nope, they didn't even go for the double protect. I would have tried it anyways. Worst case scenario, you still die. Best case scenario, it does proc. Let's see what their last Pokemon is. I bet you it's the Greninja. If it is the Greninja, then we might be able... Yeah, it's the Greninja. It's probably Mega 2. I think we attack it before it does the protein. So we should be able to take it out. It's not even Mega. That's the crazy part. GG's. We didn't even need Houndstone. Also, Aromatisse survived again. So yeah, I think we're just going to stick with this. GG's. I don't know what your name is, but good game to you. 3 games, 3 wins. Just like that, we're in Great Ball here, rank 4. I believe this is the fastest we've ever climbed to this. And I'm honestly incredibly surprised. We've still got basically half of this episode to go, so let's keep climbing. I have a very good feeling about this season. I'm probably overhyping myself up right now, but like if this is how it's shaping up to be so far, then I can feel us hitting Ultra Ball, like for the very first time. And that's pretty exciting if you ask me. Bascule Legion. They're running a Bascule Legion set. We are going to go Poltegeist. We are going Houndstone. We're going Aromatisse. This is going to be our team. There's no reason to think about it. We are going to Shell Smash turn 1. We're going to Shadow Ball the hell out of their team. If their last Pokemon is the Ditto that can out Shadow Ball our Shadow Ball, we just set up the Trick Room and Houndstone murders Ditto. Like there's nothing else to it. Their starting is probably like Frostlass to get up the Aura Veil, and then like Ditto to kill our guy, and then Bascule Legion to like counter sweep. No, it's Sylveon. Okay, ignore everything I said. I'm just incredibly dumb and bad at predicting things. So I don't think you can learn Taunt. We're free to Shell Smash here. It's probably gonna go for like Pixel Voice, maybe. We go for the Shell Smash. We're naturally outspeeding it, so that's fun. Decrease special defense, increase special attack. There goes the Shadow Ball. Oh no, we're at 1 health. I don't think Sylveon knows any priority attacks, so we should be good. Maybe it has Focus Sash? There is a world in which it has Focus Sash? Or like max health, max special defense? Ooh, that is a very bulky Sylveon. It's going for the Yawn. Okay, so we get 1 more turn to attack with it. It might have Protect. There is a world where it's a Protect Yawn Sylveon. It has Quick Attack. Whoa! Quick Attack, because of Pixelate, Quick Attack becomes Fairy and therefore can hit us. I understand. I was confused there for a moment, but now I understand. Here comes our Aromatisse. We're gonna go for the Trick Room. It's probably gonna go for the Yawn again. That's fine. Hyper Voice. Okay, sure, it's going for the kill. Unfortunately for them, we're pretty bulky. I'm glad that we switched out the Focus Sash, because it would have been pointless. Yeah, the Citrus Berry and having Poltegeist was a way better strategy to use. We're going for the Moonblast here. I'm hoping it takes us out. Or we take it out. Either or. Potato, potato. Wonder what they have in store. It is the Ditto! Unfortunately for you, you're probably... It doesn't even have Choice Scarf. That's the crazy part. Do we Nasty Plot? Do we dare? We dare. We dare Nasty Plot because they have to take a turn to copy us, right? So I think we dare to Nasty Plot. Ditto used Transform. They were way slower than us. That's not to be surprising. We are max speed in terms of EV. Alright, sure. But you copied us before we did the Nasty Plot, so we should be hurting a lot more than you are hurting us. We go first. Here goes the Moonblast. It could be holding... What's it called? Silver Powder? I think it's called like... Or it's like Quick Powder or something. There is a Ditto-specific item that, that increases its speed by like 50% or something. But it only works while it's a Ditto? Or something like that? No. I'm talking out of my butt here. Either way, GG's to you. No, it's like Silver Powder or like Quick Powder or something. NKS, GG's. Also, good luck, have fun, if I didn't say that before. But it's, yeah, it's like it increases Ditto speed by some amount. But I don't know why you would run that instead of like Choice Scarf. Because I'm pretty sure Choice Scarf gives it more speed at the expense of locking you into attack. But, I mean, there is a world where you wouldn't want, to be locked in. I'm pretty sure it only works while it's still a Ditto, and the moment you transform, it doesn't work anymore. But I could be wrong. Somebody can fact check me on that. They have 3 Dark types, which makes me think Houndstone is a bad idea. But they have 3 Dark types, and we have 4 Ghosts, which is insane. Like, I don't know what to do here. We could still bet on Houndstone. There is a world where we still bet on Houndstone. We go like Poltegeist. No, because if it's an Umbreon lead, we're not going to go Poltegeist. We go like Quaquaval, Aromatisse, Houndstone maybe is a thing. Grimmsnarl with like Prankster, Reflect, and Light Screen could be a really big pain in the butt. We don't have Brick Break this time around, so we can't even do anything about it. It's a Garchomp lead, okay. I mean, the last one was pretty bulky, so I assume this one is as well. I think we go for the Aqua Step. There is a world where we go for Aqua Step just to increase our speed. It's a Mega Garchomp. Okay, so it has Sand Force. So which means we don't have to take any damage from Rough Skin anymore. But the sand is not out unless they're gonna set up their own sand. There is a world where they set up their own sand. No, they go straight for the outrage. Okay, sure. They want to kill us. I understand. Fair play, fair play. Unfortunately, you're locked into that move, and we have an Aromatisse. So you're just dead now? They could swap out. I feel like we still go for the Moonblast here, even if they swap out. Oh, hey, look, a 2-turn fatigue. Unfortunately, it's during a game where it doesn't matter because they're dead. But yeah, 2-turn fatigues on Outrage do exist. We just never get them when we're lucky. I mean, even if they are confused, there is a world where, like, they don't confuse and hurt themselves. This probably has protein, so it's gonna... It doesn't have protein? Really? All Meowscaradas run protein. There's no reason not to run protein. You run protein to get rid of your weaknesses, because now you're still weak to Moonblast. If it had protein, it would have became pure grass type, and then this wouldn't have killed you. Focus Sash? Super effective. Yeah, Focus Sash. Okay, sure. I can mess with that. We do die here, which is fine. We still have Trick Room for like 3 turns. I think we show them the last respects, even though it's not very effective. They're at like 1 health, so it wouldn't really matter. Sucker Punch is nice. That was cool. Here goes the last respects. I wonder if their final Pokemon has any priority moves, because we still have Trick Room. Or maybe it's a Dark type and we can't use last respects. There is a world where that exists. It is a Grimmsnarl. Well, they know we already have Life Orbit triggered. Do we still go for the last respects? I think we do. I think there is a world where we do. We just see how much damage it does. 25% health remaining. That's not bad. Do they kill us is the question here. Yeah, they have Foul Play. We're dead. 3 health. I was about to say 3%. No, 1% health. They probably have Sucker Punch. Yeah, they probably have Sucker Punch, which is the unfortunate part. They don't? No, you always run Sucker Punch on Grimmsnarl. That's insane. We shouldn't have won that. It's like, it's Sucker Punch, Spirit Break, Reflect Light Screen. That's like, that's what everybody runs, but I guess this person doesn't. GG's to you, by the way. Yeah, I am very... Well, first of all, elated. We are at a 6 win streak. We've never had this much of a win streak before. First of all, like, this is unprecedented. I'm pretty sure everybody outside who is, like, good at Pokemon is catching Pokemon right now because of the event. The Pokemon Community Fiesta thingamabob. The actual word is blanking out of my mind. But yeah, it's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday, and it's like a yearly celebration that Niantic hosts. I don't see any threat to our strategy, and it has been working so far, so why not keep going? We've been using it. It's at a 6-game win streak. This may be where it breaks, who knows? But it's kind of crazy that we have it. Good luck, have fun to you. They're sending out a Samurott. This is why you run Giga Drain on the Poltegeist. I am so upset right now. I think we still go for it. It's probably going to go for the thing that puts up stealth rocks on our side. Unfortunately for them, our Pokemon with the Pokesash is already out. Ceaseless Edge, that's the thing. We're at 1 health. Bro, if we had Giga Drain right now... If we only had Giga Drain right now, man. It would have been so good. Do you run so... Does it have Sucker Punch and or Aqua Jet is the question. The last two didn't, so that was interesting. It probably does. It should have one of those two. It doesn't? Why are people not running priority? It's insane that they're not running priority. Also, if we had Giga Drain, he would have totally been dead. Flip turn? Okay, sure. I doubt that they would have seen us releasing out a Psychic type. So this is very strange. Plus, we get to see what it is. It's not the end of the turn yet. It's still, like, main phase 2, I would say. So we get to see what they swap out first. Oh, it's a Toxapex. Okay, okay, I see. Maybe they did know that we were gonna run this. Who knows? I'm kind of terrified to Trick Room. I'm honestly terrified to Trick Room because I know that they're gonna outspeed us. Do we start with the Thunder first? And because they're probably just gonna set up, right? Come on now. Thunder missed. Unfortunate. Infestation. So we can't switch out anymore, and we're gonna take damage over time. It's probably like Infestation, Toxic, Baneful Bunker, and like Toxic Spikes or something. If they're gonna waste turns, then I'm just gonna keep clicking on Thunder. Like, there's no reason not to. It hit! We did a thing! Bam, shakalaka, 41%. That's cool. I'll take that. Did more than I thought. So they're probably gonna Baneful Bunker. This is the part where we do Nasty Plot. Because there's a very good chance that they're gonna want to recover their health with leftovers and like try to start stacking the poison damage. I think we foresee the Baneful Bunker coming and we go for the Nasty Plot. Yep. So they can't Baneful Bunker again, which means they're either gonna Infestation for more damage or they're gonna start setting up the Toxic Spikes. I'm looking at how much damage that we're getting every turn. I think we still have one turn to try to deal damage to them because of our healing. So we should be able to like Moonblast for damage and then Trick Room the next turn. During the turn that they Baneful Bunker. So we should be able to hit them here. They could switch out. It's kind of nuts, but they could. They're thinking about it, because if we hit them with the Thunder, they're dead. But also, they have a Water type in the back, so they probably wouldn't switch into that. It's a Meganium. Okay. They were thinking we were going to hit with the Thunder. Unfortunately for them, it was a Moonblast. Unfortunately for us, we are now in a position where we're probably gonna die. So this kinda sucks. They're probably gonna Mega, they're probably gonna Solar Beam. In hindsight, we should have gone Trick Room already. It's weird that they're thinking about it. I would have just immediately fired off the Solar Beam. What are they thinking about? I'm trying to think what they're thinking about, and they can't be thinking of switching in. There's no way they would switch in. Yeah, okay. Like, there's no reason to keep the Meganium, even with that small amount of health. Here goes the Solar Beam. They're absorbing light. It's a one-turn move because the way Mega Soul works, it acts like the sun is up without the drawback of the sun actually being up and Meganium dying to the fire. Here comes Houndstone. We don't have the Trick Room, which is very unfortunate. We're definitely gonna eat the solar beam. We're probably gonna eat the ceaseless edge, and then we die. They're going for the synthesis. That's very interesting. I mean, they heal, yeah, but this is gonna be lots of damage. They live. It's insane. I mean, they would have to go for the solar beam now. Like, there's no reason they wouldn't. Even if you tried to stall with... Yeah, there goes the solar beam. Even if they tried to stall with, what's that healing mode that they just used? Synthesis? We did more damage than they healed for. Well, it wouldn't last forever. I knew it wouldn't last forever. But, there goes our win streak. Again, hindsight is 2020. We should have activated Trick Room sooner. I didn't think that they would actually switch out, to be honest. I didn't think that they would be so scared of Thunder that they would switch out. GG's. GG's to you. And I think we'll end it there. Yeah. This is shaping up to be an amazing run. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.